Good evening, guys. Welcome to the BTM Club Kitchen, and today's dinner is asparagus. These peppers are going to be roasted. There is the salmon in the lime and salt, as I have to do every time. Lime and salt it, just clean it. It's had its first cleaning. That will then be washed off and yeah, just dried and seasoned and just ready to put in the pan. It's going to be a quickie tonight, nice and simple. Now this jar here is the cure-all seasonal, as you can see, and this I've actually put together and made myself with a selection of herbs and dried chilies and salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and it kind of does everything really. The basis for most of what I cook, and my lovely pepper mill grinder, electric, well not electric, battery operated really. So there's that, some fine Italian salt, which is very good. This is fine ground, lovely. And that's tonight's dinner, nice and quick. Okay, as usual, here is this homemade seasoning, which I put in the blender first, and then I just put it in this to go through the finer parts and just grind it out. Now I really should be more organized with my wet seasoning for the simple reason I don't make a lot of it and store it. I always kind of make it as I need it, so I should really get around that. And it is marjoram, spring onions, Scotch bonnets, and I always love this as the little basis down in here. Makes all the difference. Peppercorns, cloves, marjoram, parsley, thyme. Yes, and I like to always put this down inside for the simple reason you want to be able to get that seasoning and flavor all the way through each piece of fish, not just on the top. So that's why you put it down inside those grooves, so that number one, it doesn't burn and it cooks nicely inside there. So that's it, and the excess I just slop all over it, and then it's ready for the next part of the seasoning. You know, we don't mess about with our fish, yeah? Okay, simple roasted peppers. These go in the oven in a little olive oil, black pepper and salt. I keep this seasoning simple because the fish is quite heavily seasoned. So that's it. Right, this is the fish with the seasoning in the grooves, and on top, as I said, I just smear the top with the excess. But now here is the seasoned flour, or the flour, which will be seasoned with the magic mix that I told you about. Now you see, this is how I cook. I don't do all this measuring thing, which I have to learn to do and be more professional. But you kind of see what it is. All of that seasoning there will be in the flour, and we stir that up like so. We stir that up like so, and then we add the fish. Right, now there is the seasoned flour. Here is this salmon, and what we do is we turn this in the seasoned flour. Now I don't make batters, I don't like batter. I just let it sit in the flour, and it kind of binds naturally. The longer you leave it to sit in the seasoned flour, it kind of binds naturally without having to make a batter. So there's the seasoned flour with the magic mix, as I said, of mixed herbs, dried chilies, cloves, etc, etc. So we put it in seasoned flour, let it sit for a while, and then we will put it in the hot olive oil, skin side down. Yeah! Okay, this is the salmon going in the pan, and me being me, you know, my hands don't touch anything. But there is the seasoned flour, here is the pan, and in it goes. There it is. Trying nicely. I know I said I was going to do roasted peppers, but I decided and cheat and put in some new potatoes, and the cheaty way to do that is put them in the microwave first. That does most of the cooking, and then you just fling them in the oven to brown up and crisp. Easy. Just covered in herbs, parsley, and a little butter. Yeah, gotta be naughty with the butter. Okay, there you go. There is the salmon, nicely browned, seasoned beautifully. Use that beautiful oil that the fish was fried in because it's so well seasoned, and we're going to put the asparagus and spring onions in there and just do a quick stir fry of those, and then I think we are done. I don't even need to season this because the oil that it was cooking the fish in is highly seasoned, as you saw. So this just needs to turn for a few minutes in here. That's the spring onions and asparagus, and then we're done. Okay, there are our sizzling spring onions and asparagus tips in that beautiful oil that fried the salmon. And all I did was put a little squeeze of lemon juice in it just to give it a bit of lift. And that's it, simple and done. There you are, roasted peppers, roasted new potatoes with a little herbs, a butter, black pepper and salt. As simple as that. You know I love my caramelized bits, nice and brown, and in this fancy oven that does everything on both sides. It's absolutely wonderful. So there we are. Hey guys, there we are, roasted peppers, roasted new potatoes, spring onions and asparagus, and hidden under there is the pan-fried salmon. Happy eating, guys.